Hey guys, so in this video I want to talk about the ability bar again. So I have talked about this in a previous video, so I guess this is part 2, and I've got the ability bar here that I pretty much had in the last video with some slight modifications. The extra 2 abilities are bombardment and corruption shot. Now, the best way to dungeoneer is to have the abilities on one bar and the tellies, in my opinion, and then have the extras on another ability bar. Okay, and don't forget that I also have the mage ability bar as well when I need to kill a mage weak monster. So with the extra bar, let's go through the abilities that I have on there. Some of them are related to PvM and I don't actually use them in dungeoneering. So the first one here is anticipation. I sometimes use that for bossing, but very rarely, to avoid certain special attacks of the bosses. And then you have prey melee and prey range, which I don't use in dungeoneering, don't feel the need to. And then there is prey mage, which I do use in dungeoneering, especially when I enter the rooms with strength requiring blocks, for example, because if you get drained by a mage in there, then it makes it very difficult for you to continue. You might have to bring someone else there or try and die, and it's a real hassle. So I automatically pray mage when I go into those rooms, and then I look to see if there's a mage. No mage, then I just turn it off. Now, the next one I have is C debilitate. I'll use that against bosses, or if I feel I'm going to die and I don't have a free gate for the path that I'm on, and I'm the only person on the path, then I'll use debilitate quite desperately. Then there is escape. Escape is a little bit more complex. So how do you? There is surge, which is obvious, and I've talked about that in the previous video I think it was episode 7. But how do you use escape? Escape is a bit different. Let's say that I've just entered this room, this door here. There's no door there, but let's pretend there's a door, and there is a door over there as well. Okay, there's a key here where my mouse is. There's another door here. Now this door here, you know from map awareness, is going to probably be a dead end, so you don't actually go into it, you just sort of peek it. So here we are grabbing that key, and normally you would click on the door obviously, but I'm just going to click right there next to the door, because otherwise I'll go into the other room. So there. So let's say you've opened the door now, and then you press escape. You're at the next door right here. Okay, so that's really useful. Now if you look how much slower this is when you open it like this and then go like that. Okay, a lot slower, isn't it? So that's why escape is very useful. You need to know when to use it. There are certain situations in which you use them, and you've got to be good enough to know when. Then we have provoke, which you might use in bossing situations, especially if you're trying to protect someone from dying, or if their DPS for that boss is going to be compromised because someone else is going to die. Then provoke is useful. I don't use soul split because it's part of my normal praying, quick pray. Obviously no serum and bruise, sharks, or super restores. Devotion again may be useful if I want to reduce damage. Very rarely I use that. And then there is surge as well, which I've talked about, and there is freedom as well when you get bound. So they're the abilities that extra abilities that I use at the moment that are very handy in dungeoneering. And if I come across or discover something that might be potentially useful for very unique situations, then I'll make a third part to it as well. But for now, this is what I know so far. I'm a bit unfamiliar with the EOC style, so yeah, there might be a part 3 to this video as well. Anyway, thanks guys, I'll see you in the next video.